Hey Aquarius, what's up? How's it going? How are you? Thank you so much for being here. It's me, Archer, and it is time to do your everything energy check-in for you and the ones on your mind. Pulling on the current energies for the week ahead, pulling into the end of October of 2024, 5 or 6-ish. Whenever this reading found its way into your algorithm and you clicked on it, decided to come and hang out with us for a little bit, for a lot of it. We don't even know what year we're in anymore anyways. I've been told it's 2018 still, so I don't know. But anyhow, whenever this reading found you is exactly what it's supposed to. They're timeless messages, and whatever comes out, good, bad, or indifferent, I shall convey it across to you. But no worries, when you're with me, you're ultimately protected. I'm your ride or die, got your back, and I'm the crystals. So you're covered, all right? All right, think about your person, and God, tap me in, tune me into Aquarius's energy, please and thank you. Give me everything you got for Aquarius. What do we have for Aquarius? All right, give me 2 shuffles. Let's do it to it. Here we go. Ready? 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the amazingly awesome, auspicious Aquarians. Let's do this, Area 51 style. What's up, Christina? Thanks for coming. What's up, Melissa? Mac, how you guys doing? What's up, Tanya? All right, overall energy. The Judgment card. Interesting. I'm being told I'm reading for single Aquarians too. So I got 2 groups of Aquariuses to read for. Nice. Judgment on the 6 of Wands. Okay, you made the right choice, is what I heard first of all. And the Judgment card of the 6 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups into the 2 of Wands. That leads to the Sun card. Whatever you did is calling somebody in that you never dreamt you'd find. Either it's, for those of you waiting for someone to come back, they actually get their stuff together and come in. Or if you're single, I got to call it, and I got chills as I called it. If you're single, you're meeting the one. And it could even be in the week ahead. Okay, I got to figure this out. We got to go. All right, let's do this. All right, current conditions at Aquarius. What's up? 10 of Pentacles. Shut the front door. Look at this. I like this. This is a good reading. The Knight of Cups and the 8 of Cups. You are ascending. Oh my gosh, look at you go. And I felt the emphasis off of that. Aquarius, you're in your power right now. If you don't know it, you should try it. Take it for a test drive. It's really cool. Dude. 10 of Pentacles on the Knight of Cups. Okay, so you're wondering if there's like any way things could have gone differently with the person. Maybe like scrolling back through your phone, looking at old texts, old photos. Oh, some of you guys could be dealing with a Capricorn, because Capricorn's person was doing that. Not straight up Page of Swordsing, but looking through stuff in a phone. Okay, wondering like what could have been. But then the next minute you shake it off, 10 of Pentacles, and you're like, oh, stop it. This is fine. I'm doing okay. But it's hard to when you had so many plans for what the future was supposed to be. Even my single Aquarians, you're like, Archer, the dating pool has dried up. It needs shocked. It needs retreated. And maybe we should just tear it down and build a new pool. Right? 8 of Cups vibes on this. So it's like you're not wanting to believe your dream is over, 8 of Cups. And your intuition would actually be more on point about that than you realize. Like, especially for those of you that have been seeing things that pop up in your algorithm while you're scrolling. And it's like keep going, or don't give up on them, or don't give up on love. Like, basically, you're holding a spirit box in your hand right now. Some of you guys might be into like the spirit boxing, ghost hunting. Maybe even when you were younger, you had a Ouija boards, the cool stuff like that. I still got one. It's cool. But as long as you use it for the good, you know. But the thing on are you a good witch or a bad witch? I don't use the term witch, because I don't do spells and that stuff. That's going into a whole line people should not cross, because it affects free will. Not allowed to do that. I think you've got multiple things on your mind, because it's almost like some of you guys might even be worried about work a little bit too. Like, I got to pop a career finance into this for you, and I can do that, piece of cake. Some of you guys might even be in real estate, okay? Because the 10 of Pentacles, that's a real estate card. Or maybe, I don't know, somebody may work retail or something that requires you to, you know, have to put on that face and sell yourself or sell your product or something, all right? 10 of Pentacles. So with everything that's going down, you're wanting to find some way to keep powering through it, but on a higher level. So you're above the lower level vibrational energy that's going on in the world today, right? Because you're trying to keep your cool and keep it together, but it's hard when you go to stores and people are fighting or yelling, and then you go to pick up your coffee and people are yelling at the baristas, and there's horns honking in traffic, and people just, you're like, this is just people, relax, everybody. Can we just enjoy the day? Because sometimes it can trickle down onto you. right? And you try to keep it like good, you know? I really feel like you've been through a deep test recently, like something that really tested your patience and your perseverance, okay? Even for my single Aquarius, is like the resurgence of something that you had Eight of Cups walked away from a long time ago. We'll get clarifiers to find out, because that Eight of Cups has a lot of vibes on it. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Pisces, or it could even be Aqua Pisces cuspers. Somebody here could be a life path number 8, 10, or 12, or born on the 8th, the 10th, or the 12th. Okay, and something about December 10th is a date that may resonate or mean something to you, along with August 12th. Okay, all right, let's get into their vibes, all right? Now remember, this person on your mind, because you are totally allowed, past, present, or future, to miss or love whomever you want, however long you want. My title here is just Tarot Reader, not Tarot tell you what to do. This is weird. And weird just means I don't understand it, but want to. Four of Swords is telling me for my single Aquarians is that there's details further on in the reading, but this part connects to it. Ten of Swords, don't overthink it, Archer. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, speaking of which, this person on the Ten of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, is trying to like overthink a way to get things started with you. You really tried to get them to see through a lot of different things, didn't you? Seven of Swords on the Nine of Cups. You really tried to help heal this person. Or you're trying to. Because the Seven of Swords, that's your energy. But I always look at it like with a more standard Rider-Waite depiction of like, you know how it talks about the dude that's in the card and he's taking the Five of Swords that to me represent the 5 stages of grief out of the equation, but leaving Two of Swords, so there's still some hope or faith for progression, right? Nine of Cups. I think you wish this person well, or this person is wishing you would wish them well. Oh, this is going to need a lot of clarifiers. This is cool, though. But the problem is they were never Four of Swords. They were never really open to listening to you. You really tried to help them out. Like you could see where they were stressing, the things that were frustrating them. Maybe you were trying to help them alleviate stresses, work stresses or financial stresses, but they would never listen to you. And now with the Ten of Swords, it's like they're wishing they had, or they're wanting to. I'm being told they're wanting to. It's the better way to phrase that. Ace of Pentacles to the Three of Wands. It's like they want to call you, or they're getting ready to call you. Because it's like with the Aries energy and the Capricorn energy off of this, it's like you activated their heart chakra. And I know those signs don't rule those chakras, but something has caused this person to look inward on themselves. And straight up, flat out, realize like, Aquarius is right. Aquarius has this figured out. Aquarius has this going on. And for my single Aquarians, it's telling me that this is somebody currently in your life, either digitally or like real life, right? Okay? That they're going through this that leads them to your door. Not as a rebound, but like straight up, you deserve them better. It's the energy I got. Like with what they're dealing with right now, they want to be with you, okay? And that's for the single vibe. So for my Aquarians in a separation or a little to no contact, they still want to work this out, okay? All right, let's dig. This is deep. I love reading for you. This is so cool. You made me work for it. It's not like, I know I'm not going to sit down and, okay, Beatles it is. No, I use the W word. Let's use witch. Let's use the witches because I use the Four of Wands. Nice choice. Okay. Cool. All right, let's see what we got. Let's start with you. I like it. This is not just a standard sit down and go, oh, wow, Aquarius, they miss you. They're going to come back. No, it's like, no. We got different groups. We're delegating. Some of y'all might be Group 7 on TikTok. Hi, I'm Group 7's ambassador for peace and love. Hello. You guys, this is interesting. Ten of Pentacles. You got your act together. I like you, Aquarius. Can we be besties? Eight of Swords. Okay, you know, it's cool. Two of Pentacles, the Emperor. This person's put you through it. Three of Cups into the Star card. Yeah, that's why you like. It does look like you're kind of on your own and doing what's best for you at the moment. That's your major arcana, and I like it when that comes out for a sign. The Emperor card on the Three of Cups is here. So this test, okay, it's like it's had you kind of rather down or frustrated, but you've learned some lessons through it. And the Two of Pentacles, this might tie into the work vibes, okay? because maybe it's like you're undervalued or underappreciated at work, and it's almost making you feel like you're in a relationship with your job, or you're like, Archer, I think I think I'm getting ready to have the talk with my job. We might need to, start seeing other people, right? Eight of Swords. You're busting your backside. Look at you with that. Look at you at your laptop, working and stressed and tired and frustrated. Some of you guys might be noticing headaches and things coming in, but yeah, you got 2 cups of coffee on your table. All right. And I'm not going to judge for that because I got 2 drinks too. But it's like you're putting in a lot to try to get into an emperor status, elevate, work your way up the corporate company ladder. And everybody else is reaping the rewards of it on the 3 of Cups. The wrong people get promoted. The wrong people get the attention, right? And you're left sweating it. Star card in the 2 of Pentacles. What I'm seeing that comes out of this is that it's like you're getting ready to leave or move on with the Magician card and the Chariot. I actually see some of you guys might even relocate for work because I do see the opportunity comes in that elevates, okay? It's like just the point that you're getting beyond tired and frustrated that you don't even realize it. And that boss that has been kind of like critiquing your work a lot is actually the one that is grooming you for advancement. Yeah, Empress mode. You do receive something better in the workplace. It changes before you have to do anything about it. The Lover's card. Lover's card. Okay, gotcha. 4 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, cool. Some of you guys actually wind up working together with the person. You both, this is for all Aquarius, whether you're single or you're waiting for somebody to get their act together, straight up, right? What I'm seeing on this, you guys wind up working together. Single Aquarians could be in your workplace. But then on this here, 4 of Pentacles. Oh, maybe some of you guys are like trying to break into like social media, become a content creator or something, feeling like dreaming the impossible dream on the 8 of Swords, but it can't get started or take off. I see a way that comes in that allows you to combine your day-to-day 9-to-5 job along with that. It could be in the form of an offer, a contract, or some kind of like being able to use your workplace to help on a private home front. And I don't mean stealing paper out of the supply room. Nothing like that. It's like whatever industry you might be in that you can actually adapt it. Like maybe some of you guys are like life coaches or a therapist or a social worker. And, barring whatever your HR manuals are, you break out and you start helping people online. Or you work in like a hardware store, or you work in like a florist. And then, the florist one. Some of you guys might be a florist because the flowers just popped. And then like you go on, like you're in your florist shop that you work at, and then you start making TikToks or something about like, here, this is how we make this bouquet. You can make one too. Stuff like that. All right. There's a way to adapt your work life into a personal life that then transitions you out of the 9-to-5 and into a self-employed in a smooth transition. Okay. That was wild. I like this. All right. Let's get into the love department. Let's go for it. All right. Some of y'all might be born on the 4th, 14th, 24th, 17th is here, the 6th, 16th, and 26th. I got the 8th, 18th, 28th pops. I went the 4th, all right? Just straight up that 4. Something might even be, I think I came out earlier too, the life path 4 thing. Might be interesting. Ace of Pentacles. The thing I like about this in the week ahead, with that timeline jump that we witnessed, the thing that I made that post about, that we caught on the Schumann scale, that we came out of Libra season and we quantum leaped into Scorpio season. You're just at the beginning. Like none of the old cycles are coming with you. Either your person comes in correct to start something new, Ace of Pentacles. The work front gets leveled out and it's like a whole clean slate. I love this. And you're just starting it. It's like Taylor Swift's Blank Space. I got a blank space. Your whole life is just getting ready to take off. You might even start making some new friends going forward, new people come into your life to fill in the other people's roles. And like, dude, by this time next year, you got a whole new friend circle, career path, your love life. It's Ace of Pentacles. Keep up with your moon water, because I see an Aquarius that does moon water. Girl or boy, it's working. I love it. Okay, let's get into their vibes. Let's do this. Okay, cool. Thank you. 7 of Swords into the King of Wands. Oh my gosh, they want to talk to you. Just on a note, with the 3 of Wands that popped with this King of Wands, because see how they're on their phone? They're talking to somebody about you. I'm going to see what that's all about. All right. I also see for some of you guys, the phone call comes while you're asleep, like an overnight phone call. And then like you wake up the next morning and it's in your call log and you're like, what? No way. All right. Oh yeah, 8 of Swords into the King of Swords. So this person, for my single Aquarians, they actually, like the DM shows up. Like somehow they digitally reach out or they plan something the night before and meet you in person. Page of Wands, 5 of Wands, and the World card. This person's closing out a chapter as well. Nice. 5 of Wands. They're in training for something because the 5 of Wands is training for that 6 of Wands victory. Into the Page of Wands. Which tells me that this person's in your social media vibes. You got a digital work front thing going down here. Some of you guys might work together or do remote work. Okay, so the thing about this is that they've taken time to step back and assess the situation and look inward. Okay. It was a deep connection because like they're showing me when the times were good, they enjoyed it too because they felt on top of the world, especially when you came into their life. But then there's a lot of, I don't know, the comparison vibes keep coming out on this one where it's like maybe they compared you to an ex a lot or used the ex's name or worse, called you the ex's name. But the thing on this is they never really even wanted to listen to you. They were always constantly comparing. They were like even comparing to the Joneses and keep like, why aren't we like that? Why couldn't we like that? Well, if we could do this, Aquarius, it would work better. Queen of Cups. If you loved me, you would do this. And that is like the one thing you do not say, right? Page of Wands. It was the open mouth insert foot vibes. But they keep looking your way as though you're like the good place, the safe place. All right. Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo energy is pretty strong, but then there's also a lot of Gemini and could be another Aquarius for some of you guys even too. 7 of Cups. King of Cups, Death card on the Hierophant that leads in with the 8 of Pentacles. So yeah, some of you guys do work in the same industries or you're going to. Because the 7 of Cups on the King of Cups shows it's like when they made you feel like an option, like you found out they were still going through something with an ex or they were tying up loose ends and wanted to make you out to be like a third party or something, try to invite you into a situationship. And you're like, I'm not having that. You're like, I've cleaned out my energetical closet. Don't you bring any extra baggage to the table, right? You know your worth with that Hierophant, Taurus energy on this one. Some of you guys could either go to church together or is a difference in religion or something. But the thing is that even they're in that reflective period that like all the good stuff that comes into their vibes, whenever they think of good memories or good times or good experiences, they associate it with you. When they think of bad times and bad things, they associate it with people from their past or people that are going to be their past. What? 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, into the 2 of Cups. This is a soulmate connection. Definitely soulmate vibes. Thank you. Ace of Swords. I knew this was coming with the Hermit card. Virgo energy comes in on this one. I see more late night communications getting ready to pick up or start on this one. Oh, okay, I get it. So with this hey text, come here, and the Hermit card, this is showing me that they're already making plans, okay? Because, yeah. I gotta call it as I see it. Aquarius, this person was with somebody, right? Because whenever somebody decides to disconnect from somebody, oftentimes, you know, there's that period where the person's already decided that they're done and out of the equation, but there's stuff that needs to be tied up, right? So you guys were going really good, but you didn't want anything going into a situation. And this person's literally finishing up the work and cutting out the stuff that was getting in the way of this, right? Because like it took off and it was going, but then it stopped. Like they could be going through a divorce or a separation or something like that. And on a higher plane of thought, on a higher level for my single Aquariuses, this is that person either at work or in your community or a friend group or something that you know they're going through this. And then they're coming your way. You're their next relationship. And either they're silently doing it because they want to take a shot with you or no intentions have even been set yet, single Aquariuses, that after they go through this, they heal and come through, all of a sudden they start taking interest in you. So your next, single Aquarians, your next relationship is going through a breakup right now. Okay? All right. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, could be a Libra, could be a Taurus, could be a Virgo, Cancer, Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, could be another Aquarius, Gemini too. Okay. Oh, and Pisces. All right. Doesn't got to be their sun sign, just the part of their chart that's energizing, because I got the 9 of Cups to the 9 of Cups, which means this person sees you as an answer to their prayers that they might have taken a bit of 7 of Cups advantage of, right? This is interesting because it's like, for some of you, they asked you to wait for them, and you're like, what? Huh? This is deep. I keep seeing a wishing well or a fountain or something, like an Aquarius that threw a penny into a wishing well and made a wish, and it's coming true. Shut the 6 of Wands. Oh my gosh. I love when stuff like that happens where I say it before I look. 6 of Wands. It's coming true. 8 of Wands. Nice. And it's moving forward in the 8 of Wands right into the 10 of Wands, where they overcome this and put this behind them. And then with the High Priestess, they start coming your way. 2 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. It's not the vibe that I can pull like they chose this person over you, but it's like they were stuck and they're unstuck. High Priestess vibe. This could be the original runner for some of you guys that brought you to tarot. And side note, how you know this person is wrapping up some serious stuff in order to be all about you? Some of you guys doesn't have to be a person. Some of you guys, maybe they chose a substance over you, right? Like a drug or a drink or a spending habit and something like that. Something about sports betting or something might even resonate, like spending more money than they should or something. But that's what they got. Like, I would love to give you a rainbow unicorn readout, but their energy is telling me they simply got over it. They did the work. It's like the vibes, like Paul McCartney talks about it in interviews sometimes when they ask him how he quit smoking in the 70s, right? And he just goes, I was sick one day, I had a cold, and I was outside, and it was raining, and I'm like, what are you doing? And I just stopped. This person just stopped, which means they could be going through some stuff depending on what it was, but it's a change of mindset that clearly brings them your way with the High Priestess. It's like with the High Priestess on the 8 of Wands, they've seen the light, and it leads right to your door. Now, that moon is even on this 8 of Wands card. This tells me another confirmation. Those of you that do partake in moon water, you've manifested some serious changes, all right? Even if it's just a simple prayer wishing them well. You 10 of Cups, you wished them totally well. 5 of Swords and the 3 of Pentacles. That leads right to the 3 of Wands. That's like full circle into this 3 of Wands. So you have totally, like, you know how they told you didn't know anything about them or their life, and they never took even 5 of Swords 5 minutes to get to know you or your life, right? It's like they're regretting a lot of that stuff of like, I really want to know Gemini energy. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Gemini. Gemini's trying to take over the reading. Because even I heard that, and I knew I was looking at Aquarius cards, but it popped out as Gemini. So this Mercury retrograde is going to have your person do a comeback around after having cleaned out the energetical closet, and you don't suspect it, because whatever got in the way of this, you figured they would always forever choose it over you. Prepare to be shocked. This jump, this timeline shift, this major power shift the world's going through, it's going to hit you first. Some of you guys might even be noticing crows flying around nearby, and something about squirrels gathering nuts keeps popping up. Like if you notice squirrels in your area starting to like gather, preparing for a storm or something like that for the winter type of vibes, it's showing your person getting their stuff gathered up real quick in order to make this happen. All right. You totally activated their heart chakra on this one. And this time apart, the step back allowed them to clear their mindset. And for my single Aquariuses, that clear mindset, it's clearing the energies of the ex. They're getting over it. It's whatever they're going through. They're not in like a fear of missing out. They're in ROMO, not FOMO. relieved on missing out. All right. And it's literally, they don't even want to come in as a rebound. There will be some time that they take to just breathe and then come back in. And then they're like, in that downtime, they're like, what's up with Aquarius? What's up with Aquarius? Like, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. They picked you over their person. It's not your fault. All right. If the relationship had been going good, they wouldn't have picked you over their person. Straight up single Aquariuses. So single Aquariuses, you got somebody that does have their eye on you that's going through some stuff. And it very much is similar to stuff you went through with exes. Because water seeks its own level. This person's on your level. You guys weren't on other people's levels, single Aquariuses. You guys are on each other's levels. Hierophant. That's high union. I dig this. Oh my gosh. This is a bit of a tarot novella, Brittany. Melissa, guys, Aquarius the karma. You know, this is wild. Here's the thing. Like, some of you guys have been like even the single Aquarians doing online dating and whatnots, and the person's like literally right under your nose the whole time. And all of a sudden you're like, why in the world did I keep going on Bumble, Hinge, Tinder, whatever it is? Okay. Side note for about, this is specific for maybe about 5% of the Aquariuses that are here. It's like, did you find an online friend in online dating or a friend in online dating? Like, no way that person's on online dating, right? And then you like kind of go for it, because there's like long distance vibes that get changed too. This is really turning into more of a single read. Anyways, the thing is, like, yeah, it's like you busted somebody and like, oh, they're available. I wish I had more Aquarius in my chart. This is cute. This is wild on it though. 3 of Wands, and we're back to the 10 of Pentacles even. You guys wind up like moving in together and starting your long-term plans. You've activated this person's heart chakra, okay? Whether they were with you before and they're coming back now, or they're single and getting out of something else to come your way, you've activated their heart chakra. Ain't nobody loves like an Aquarius. Yeah, I know, right? Ace of Wands. Aquarius, they totally want you to beam them up, Scotty. And you're not going to need many dilithium crystals with this one. I know, right? Yeah, we'll leave the rest of it hanging out in Area 51 for you two. They like you. They like you a lot, okay? Straight up. Because, like, the thing is that this is something they've had on their mind for a minute now. Like, about how long it's been since, like, you guys maybe last spoke or last interacted. And that's what I'm seeing being a little bit of, like, a spark getting ignited in their heart chakra. Other chakra parts as well. It is Saturday. I guess we're okay right now. I don't know. Anyways, we're trying to keep it family friendly around here, but this card is not allowing that. They like you. Anyways, it's the thing about this is here, they could even be kind of sussing out your social media or something, trying to like find out what your full status is. If time has passed, would you be willing to hear them out? You totally have like an expect the unexpected type text coming in that hits you at an in-op time that at first you're like, what? Really? Then you're like, wait a second. Whoa, hold on a second. No wonder you've been thinking about them more than usual lately, because you guys are starting to call each other in and the changes are happening. Check it out. There's a ton of changes on their side. There's so much stuff going on behind the scenes right now. It would blow your mind what they're going through. But then they come in for you. I love it. Oh my gosh. That reminds me. I almost forgot about it. That brings us to your clue. All right. This is cool. You guys are going to be okay. And my single Aquarians, with what this person is going through, they are never going to mistreat you, because they've been mistreated every 6 ways from Sunday on this thing. They're like, I'm not going to do that to my next partner, not doing that to my next, not doing that, not doing that, not doing that. Not doing. And even you guys that are in union or going to be in union, they're like, don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that again. Don't ever do. They listened. Shut the front door. They listened to you. Nice. It's about time Aquarius got to be happy. You guys are awesome. That Pluto, once it gets all direct and fixed up in your sign, things are going to go way better than expected. I love it. And that brings us to your clue. In honor of Halloween, we're going to do something a little festive next week, and we're going to gather around and tell urban legend ghost stories. Okay? All right? Are you afraid of the dark? If we make it through this week, which we're going to because there's only Pisces left next, then next week in each of the signs, at the end, I will tell you of the urban legend, the folklore story of how Paul McCartney died in 1966 and was replaced by a look-alike. And that grand dude that's out there touring right now, it's not Paul, but somebody who was brought in to keep the legend alive. All right? So your clue going forward is actually because this carried on after the Beatles were done, 70s or 80s. All right? For you guys, it's a speech, a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame speech. When the Beatles were inducted, all right, and Ringo and George were there. John didn't show up for a specific reason, right? But Paul wasn't either. And George said it would be nice if Paul was here because he was the one that had the speech in his pocket, right? But then he follows it up with like, well, we know why John can't be here, and we all miss him very much, and we miss Paul very much too. Interesting, right? And even in the 80s, Paul made a movie called, Give My Regards to Broad Street, right? There's a scene that Paul and a person enters into the control room of a studio, and Paul is introduced to the engineer by the other guy saying, hi, you know William, hinting to William Campbell, who was Billy Shears. Anyways, or was it? So hang around. We'll tell some fun Halloween stories next week. And a big shout out to my Aquarius math teacher that did that to me decades ago and liked me because when he said he would do that for us, and then I was like, no, sir, Paul McCartney's not dead. John Lennon's dead. He looked at me and he goes, I'm going to like you. And here we are. So anyways, that's one of the many gajillions of reasons I love Aquarius energy. And you better invite me to your wedding because it's going to be a real barn burner. I love it for you. Claim this thing down in the comments. All right. I love seeing the comments interacting like a Facebook post. It's so cool. And hype the reading, subscribe, consider being a part of the fam. We are working to manifest up to 100,000 family members here. And if we can do that by Christmas, when the 100K plaque shows up, I'll wrap it up. We'll open it up together, hang it up on the wall over there. And then we'll do super chat personal questions. No super chats required, no limit. We'll go until I have no voice left. All right. So subscribe, be a part of the fam. Remember too, it'll resonate to any placement of Aquarius in your chart because you are not just your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign. All the parts of your charts are what makes you the alien of the Zodiac. And I think that's the coolest thing in the world. All right. So until next time, I love you, Aquarius, and I will see you then. Peace and love.